Hey there, everybody. I'm Bruce Marshall. Let's take a look at some Major League Baseball action here on Tuesday night. Tampa Bay against the A's out in Sacramento. We'll get to all that in just a second. First of all, though, here on Super Tuesday, quick scheduling reminder and quick housekeeping reminder. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button on your screen there. Make sure you get all of our WagerTalk TV videos. And as I mentioned, it's Super Tuesday. That means Super Tuesday, $5 Super Tuesday for all of our selections at WagerTalk. For me, you got a $5 top choice of Major League Baseball tonight, plus a $5 Thursday NFL preseason top choice. That's up there right now, Tuesday only, for these $5 selections up there at WagerTalk right now. Running a really good streak. For me, Major League Baseball, 8-2 in August. How about the money line plays? We're 45-15 in money line plays back to April 16th. That's a plus 119.78% return for nearly 4 months worth of money line plays, and that's a money line top choice we got going tonight. Remember, $5 Tuesday special top choices right now. That's for me, Major League Baseball, NFL Thursday preseason right now. Okay, let's take a look at this game tonight out in Sacramento at Sutter Health Park as the A's, boy, it's been a tough run for them lately. A little bit of a revival on the weekend, but regressed back last night. The A's are hosting the Rays, who are red hot and running away with the AL East as we move into mid-August here. The crawl at the bottom of the screen tells you the prices tonight. First pitch at 9:40 p.m. Eastern, 6:40 p.m. Pacific out in Sacramento tonight with Nick Martinez on the mound for the Rays, going against Mason Barnett for the A's. And we take a look at the prices here. The Rays pretty prohibitive on the money line there, about minus 168 or so, almost 170. A's close to plus 140 there. Totals around 10. And the run line, the Rays minus 1.5, just a little bit over, better than even money right there. Anyway, what do we got here tonight? We talked about the A's a second ago. And some of the problems they've been having, and it has been quite a problem. I think the one most interesting number and interesting record here for the A's in this big downturn that started later June for them, across their last 43 games, they've lost 34 of those. I mean, 9-34 can't get much worse than that. You throw out 6 games against the Red Sox, who have been the hottest team in Major League over that span. The A's were actually 3-3 in those. So they're 6-31 against non-Red Sox teams, the last 37 against non-Boston, and 3-3 across that span against the Red Sox. So bring the Red Sox out here. Maybe that's what the A's want, although they're done with them for the season. Did win 2 of 3 on the weekend at Fenway Park, including wins on Saturday and Sunday. Allowed only 3 runs in those 2 wins, each of the 2 wins. Besides that, though, in their other last 10 games they've allowed, which were all losses, by the way, 74 runs they've allowed. So the offense has really been the defense and the pitching. The pitching really has been struggling. And Mark Kotze running out of arms. He's got to throw Mason Barnett out there again tonight. Just moved to the starting rotation from the bullpen, and ouch, it's been rough for him his last 2 starts. 7.72 ERA. And he has not been very effective there. How about last night for the A's? They took a 6-2 lead into the 8th inning, and Tampa Bay came up with 8 big runs in the 8th inning to win that one, going away 10-6 last night in Sacramento. So can the Rays do it again here tonight? I think there's a very good chance they can, especially since Nick Martinez is on the mound. You can see his numbers there on the crawl at the bottom of the screen. He has got a shot at the American League Cy Young, I would think. His record is certainly impressive enough, 11-3 ERA, what about 2.65 in the ERA. But what is really impressed about him, the Rays have won in 18 of his 23 starts, and in 18 of his 23 starts, he's allowed 2 runs or fewer. That is quite a consistent mark, and that's one of the reasons the Rays, that is, are running away with the American League East and the best record in the American League right now, 72-46. That's 6 games ahead of the Yankees in the American League East, and that's the closest any team is to Tampa Bay in the whole American League. So it's looking very much like the Rays are going to win the East and get home field edge in the playoffs. And what an edge that's been for Tampa Bay this season, 41-18 at the Trop in St. Petersburg. Now they're out on the road here, but this is their best road run stretch of the year. on this trip right now. A sweep in Colorado, sweep in Seattle. Now the win last night. That's 7 wins in a row. They scored 45 runs in that stretch. And Junior Caminero coming up big again last night. 3-run homer in that big 8th inning uprising. Yandy Diaz a homer last night. Yandy Diaz, the DH, really hot the last couple days at least. He's 7 for 9 across the last 2 games. So you add it all up here tonight. What are we going to do? Now, that's a pretty prohibitive price on the money line. The A's have played a little bit better here the last few days. But with Barnett on the mound, boy, this is really asking for trouble for Mark Kotsay and his staff here tonight. And it looks like it's going to be a rough night for the A's pitching staff once more. A decent value, I think, is on the run line with Tampa Bay here tonight. You're laying the extra run, yes. But for most outlets out there, a slight plus price. I mean, it's right around even money laying the extra run. We found a few plus 101, plus 102s out there. So you might be able to find something like that. But I think that's better value. And the way the Rays have been scoring runs, the way the A's have been giving them up, the way the A's keep losing, the way the Rays keep winning, I don't mind taking my chances with Tampa Bay extending this margin, especially with what has been maybe their best pitcher this season on the mound, maybe bound for the AL Cy Young Award, certainly in contention, and Nick Martinez. Everything points to the Rays tonight for me on the run line. So let's do it that way with Tampa Bay here tonight. Okay, don't forget some reminders once again. If you've got any comments for me, hit the comment box on the screen. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget, again tonight, special $5 Super Tuesday. And that's $5 selections, top choices for me in Major League Baseball on the money line, which has been going really well lately, and NFL preseason action on Thursday. That's right now up at WagerTalk for me and for everybody. $5 selections and top choices for Tuesday night available right now. Okay. We'll be back later this week talking some more Major League Baseball. So until then, it's a goodbye from me.